Okay, we have another survey problem. It's another situation where you have three intersecting circles. There's 109 people that went to St. Louis, and some people went to the Gateway Arch, some people went to the zoo, some people went to the museum. Always start with the people who went to all three. And I highlighted that in yellow. And so where all three circles intersect is highlighted in yellow. And that is where your 6 people will go. And then right beneath that, I noticed it said 14 plan to visit none of those 3 places. So in a light gray color, I highlighted all outside of the circles, and that is where the 14 people would be. Now, the first and second one, I can't really do much with because 59 of the tourists who go to the Gateway Arch would be the entire Circle A. And Circle A is made up of 4 regions. I only have 1 region filled in with the 6, so I can't do that. Same thing with the second one. That's the same with the zoo. But when I get to the third one, which says 11 people plan to visit the art museum and the zoo. Okay, I'm just going to draw these 3 circles again over here just to show you this. If you're looking at 11 people who go to the museum and the zoo, and keep in mind this is art, this is zoo, this is museum. If I highlighted those people, museum and zoo, it would be this region right here. But then it goes on to say, but the ones that do not go to the Gateway Arch. So when you're looking at the pink area, that is all the people who went to the museum and the zoo. But if you did go to the Gateway Arch, you would have been in that yellow region. So what we're looking for is this region right here. Those people in this Popat, they went to the zoo and they went to the museum, but they didn't go. They did not go to the arch, because if they did, they'd be in that yellow area. So my 11 has to go right here. That's this 11. Oh, I'm crying out loud. That's this 11 right here. All right, so the people that did this, okay. The people that plan to go to the museum and the zoo were in that pink area that I did first. All right. So now I'm going to do it again, but with the next one, you've got people that plan to visit the art museum and the Gateway Arch. So once again, the 3 circles. So they're going to the museum and the arch, but not the zoo. So in light blue, museum and arch. That would be this eyelet here. That's the intersection of museum and arch. But once again, we're looking at people who do not go to the zoo. So you would have to take out that centerpiece. So if they're not going to the zoo, we're looking at this Popat right here. See, on the last one, you actually had to subtract out the number. Here, they're subtracting out the region with the words. And so these 12 people go right here. And then I can do this one more time. The people that plan to go to the arch and the zoo would be arch and zoo. That would be this eyelet. But it's saying, let's go bright pink, but not the art museum. So if they're not going to the museum, you take that centerpiece out and you're just looking at that Popat. So this Popat right here are these 16 people. Okay, and now I can go back and do, let's go with purple this time. You've got, come on, work with me here. I've got 59 people that want to go to the Gateway Arch, okay? The entire Gateway Arch is this entire circle. The piece I'm missing is this chunk right here. And so to get that, I will take the 59 and I will subtract out the 16 and the 6 and the 12. Add those up. And so when I take 16 plus 6 plus 12 and subtract it from 59, I get 25. And so that 25 is this region right there. And then I can do the same thing with the zoo. Whoops, I've already used that color. Use this color. 45 people plan to visit the zoo. The zoo is this circle here, but of that circle, I'm missing this booty piece here. I don't know what that is. So take the 45 and subtract the 16 plus the 6 plus the 11, the 3 other pieces inside that blue circle. Because Z is made up of 4 regions. The pink one with the 16, the yellow one with the 6, and the green one with the 11, and I'm missing the booty piece. So when I add up those numbers and subtract that from 45, I get 12. And then we have one more piece. Color have I not used? I have used like all the colors. I guess I'll go with dark gray on this one. Okay. So now what's left? I'm missing this piece right here. All right. It's the only region left. And I was told there was 109 tourists altogether. So I guess I really shouldn't highlight that in gray. There's 109 tourists in this entire rectangle. So I'm going to take 109 minus, and since I know that this circle here, that was A, and I was told way up here that A had 59, I'll just say, okay, 59 plus, and then I need to do the 12 here, and the 11 there, and the 14 there. And when I take 109 minus, when I add all those numbers up, I forget what it is. What was it? 96, I think it was. And then when you subtract, you get 13. So that's 13. And that was their question. How many plan to visit the art museum only? 13. That was that gray area. And we're done. And we're done. Woohoo! Happy studying.